I'll take time to do that because those relationships and the people are the most important thing. Take care of yourself and keep going.
Residents can take several precautions. Try to maintain a fire-resistant home, pack a bag with personal belongings, and ensure a safe exit route is ready to go before a fire happens, and then connect with your neighbors for future support.
The International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, known as IATSE, announced today that unless an agreement is reached, their union members will strike against the Alliance of Motion Pictures Producers beginning Monday. President Matthew Loeb said in a statement today, quote, "The pace of bargaining doesn't reflect any sense of urgency. Without an end date, we could keep talking forever. Our members deserve to have their basic needs addressed now," end quote.
From my experience working on professional and student sets at NYU, I'm only 21. I've only been doing this so many years, and I've experienced a good amount of things that people are saying they experience. How widespread does this have to be for that to be going on? And that freaked me out. Even when you get to, the big leagues or even anything, any professional set, you're still in risk of, giving up your autonomy. Nothing's really happened. So I think setting a date, October 18th, I think that's completely right. And it's telling, execs, producers, we are all willing to do this.
90% of the voters turned out, with 98.6% voting in support of authorizing the strike. If it happens, the strike will likely impact many productions, including those by Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Disney Plus. The U.S. will reopen its land borders with Mexico and Canada for vaccinated travelers beginning in early November. The reopening of the land borders ends a 19-month-long freeze caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people have been separated from their families and loved ones. Lawmakers say the economies in border communities have been hit hard by the closure. 2 USC students reacted to news of the reopening.
A lot of my family from Veracruz, Mexico wasn't able to come to my graduation, and it was really difficult because I'm the first generation student that got into a college, and I'm the first gen American in my family, and they really wanted to celebrate me, but they couldn't because of the closure.
I was kind of used to them just being able to call me and be like, hey, we're gonna visit you in a couple hours. With the border closing, I haven't been able to see them at all, and they've never even this is my second year at USC, and they've never even been to campus.
Those who were never banned from traveling across, including students and truck drivers, will need to show proof of a COVID-19 vaccination starting in January.
USC and Children's Hospital Los Angeles won a $24 million National Institutes of Health grant to build centers and provide meal plans for Latinx families. The goal is to fight obesity and related diseases in this growing population.
It's the kind of thing that we really badly need, and it will bring together the types of people in the organizations that we need to really make an impact.
If we're going to make a difference in terms of improving the health of our Latino community, it has to be at the very grassroots level of what is happening. We were just ecstatic with the news, and just really happy to work with this incredible team of investigators.
The center will tackle chronic diseases and health problems at the ground level, with the goal of creating a bright future for younger Latinx populations. 90-year-old William Shatner is now the oldest person to fly to space. The Star Trek actor was aboard a Blue Origin rocket along with 3 other passengers that blasted 66 miles into the atmosphere. It was the second human spaceflight for Blue Origin, a company owned by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. The flight lifted off just before 8 a.m. and hit an apex of 300,000 feet. The crew experienced 4 minutes of weightlessness before touching back down on Earth. Shatner found himself emotional after the flight. His character in the original Star Trek series played an integral role in sparking curiosity of space in popular culture.
The vulnerability of everything, it's so small. this air, which is keeping us alive, is thinner than your skin.
Blue Origin plans to begin launching regular flights to space on its new rockets. But if you're looking for a flight, you better wait, because the company has not yet detailed when it will begin selling tickets or how much they will cost.
Music festival fans, listen up. Coachella and Stagecoach have just changed their COVID vaccine requirements. Hashtag the future is Latina. That's the theme of the 3rd annual Latina Fest. The founder of the event shares what attendees can expect.
And a Los Angeles fashion designer shows how his work honors those on the front lines.
Worried your friend's struggling but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could write them a text or knit them a sweater. If you can't be together, you could write them a letter. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You could ask on your couch while you binge watch. However you do it, you gotta ask a friend. And if they don't share, you can ask again. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Coachella and Stagecoach festivals announced that vaccinations will no longer be required for entry if attendees show proof of a negative COVID test. Event organizers say the change is a result of lower transmission rates and rising vaccination rates nationwide. All unvaccinated attendees will show a negative COVID result taken within 72 hours in order to attend. We asked students planning to go to the festivals for their reaction to the change.
By a private institution, so if they want to not have people require vaccines, I think that's totally fine.
To have that level of safety would make me feel more comfortable going. So I have considered selling my ticket.
You're thinking about herd immunity. You want people to be vaccinated and not just running around.
I'm vaccinated myself and I advocate for people getting vaccinated, but if it's your choice not to get vaccinated, I don't think that should stop you from being able to go out and do things that you were previously able to do.
Coachella will take place April 15th through the 17th and April 22nd through the 24th. Stagecoach is set for April 29th through May 1st. Both festivals are in Indio.
The Relationship and Sexual Violence Prevention and Services at USC, also known as RSVP, has launched a website where students can sign up to receive mental health help. The new website now makes it easier for students to find resources to respond to gender and power-based harm. Some of these services help students deal with sexual assault, intimate partner violence, and stalking. Deborah Schleicher says she hopes the new website encourages the USC community to reach out for help.
It's very important that we have web presence, so presence on the internet, that as it relates to the services we provide, our program's main priority, whether it's our advocates, our clinicians, or our fabulous violence prevention educators, is to prevent sexual violence from being a part of anyone's experience, especially at USC.
RSVP services are offered 24 hours a day, and students can call the helpline at 213-740-9355 and speak to an advocate. Students can also go to my.shr to schedule an appointment.
This weekend, LA will host the 3rd annual Latina Fest, which showcases up-and-coming Latina entrepreneurs. The event aims to empower and unite women in various industries, from vendors to food to motivational talks. Latina Fest welcomes everyone to join in on the celebration. The co-founder of the festival shared the vision and message of the event.
We connected with an emotional part of the women. The part that say, we are one, we're together, we can help each other. If I help you, you help the next person, and we all help each other, and together we rise. Our tagline is Latina Fest, mind, body, and soul. And we're really serious about promoting that we all take care of that part of us so that we're able to be healthy and to grow. And now we're adding the resources that everybody needs to make that growth happen.
Latina Fest will be held at La Plaza de Cultura y Arts on Sunday, October 17th. The festival will run from 11 to 6. For more information, you can visit latinafest.net. A fashion designer is making a difference for some unsung heroes. Entertainment reporter Anisha Smith is here to show us how.
If you went to LA Fashion Week, you know there were many creative fashions, but there is one designer who stands out with his ongoing mission to dedicate his clothes to a specific group. The artist behind these colorful designs is Ronaldo Arnaldo. He created this line to honor essential workers.
They are the modern heroes. They deserve all the love. They deserve all the fashion. They deserve to look good. Fashion gives back to them.
Since the pandemic, Arnaldo was inspired to enhance the typical scrubs frontline workers wear.
In these times, what we need now is colors.
He says when creating the clothes, he had one goal in mind.
Imagine if you are in a hospital scene and you're sick, then here comes a nurse wearing the MCT scrubs, all the fun, all the energy, all the fun. How would you feel? You get a smile, right? The smile. So that's actually what we're after for. That's the concept. We want to put smiles in their faces. We want everybody to look good. We want happiness.
The designer even gave nurses, firefighters, and EMTs a moment to shine on the runway.
They are the stars of the show. We're honoring them. That's why they are the finale of our show. It's all about the frontline workers. It's all about the heroes, the modern heroes. It's time to give them back the recognition.
Arnaldo says in the future, he plans to create a different version of his line to continue the work he started.
Watch out. We're going to be coming out very soon.
But for now, he hopes his current fashions will inspire confidence in our modern-day heroes. Ronaldo wants the experience for essential workers and their patients to be a positive one. With bright colors and bold designs, he says his fashion will bring excitement to healthcare. Ramya, today is the last day before fall break, and I'm hoping to catch some sun by the beach. What should we expect the weather to look like, and what are your plans?
Well, I'm super excited for fall break. My twin is flying from Philadelphia and my family is here from India, so I will be enjoying the long weekend with them. The weather looks super nice and warm during daytime, so it should be perfect for you to just relax by the beach and catch some sun. Today's high is 67 with the humidity of 27%. Moving on to the next 5-day forecast, we see Thursday high is going to be 79 with a low of 52. Friday and Saturday we're going to have similar temperatures. The high is going to be 86 with a low of 55. On Sunday and Monday it's going to be a bit cloudy. The high is going to be 75 and the lows are going to be in the 50s. The weather has started getting chilly in the evenings, so make sure you all carry your jackets. Overall, I think the weather is really good for fall break. It's a great chance to just de-stress from the midterms and enjoy the long weekend. Talking about fall break, Carlos, do we have any matches happening this week?
The Dodgers are staying alive, but face another do-or-die game tomorrow night. There's just over a month until men's basketball tips off. Some Trojans are already racking up awards. It's midterm season, and we're handing out our grades for USC football.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique After the first round, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close field.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
And welcome back. The Dodgers will take on the Giants tomorrow night with a chance to advance to the NLCS. LA forced a Game 5 with a home win over San Francisco last night. Walker Buehler took the mound on 3 days rest and got a lot of help from the bats. The Dodgers jumped to an early lead with a Trey Turner RBI double. Mookie Betts continued the noise with a 2-run homer in the fourth. The Dodgers led the entire game, and Will Smith sealed the win with a home run in the eighth. Dodgers stave off elimination with a 7-2 win over the Giants. Two aces face off tomorrow night. Julio Urias for the Dodgers. He brings a 1.08 ERA to the mound. Logan Webb for the Giants. He's coming off a strong start in Game 1 of the series. He went 7 2/3 innings, gave up no earned runs, and struck out 10. Carlo, Giants or Dodgers? Who's it going to be?
Yeah, Nicole, Logan Webb is on the mound for the Giants. I see the Giants get another win. Logan Webb was terrific, 7 2/3, just 3 hits given up, no runs, another repeat performance, and a win for the Giants.
Carlo, yeah, Logan Webb was great in Game 1, but it's going to be the Dodgers offense that carries him tomorrow night. I mean, the bats were on fire with home runs from Mookie Betts and Will Smith, so they're going to continue that offensive prowess in the game tomorrow night. The USC women's soccer team is going duck hunting in Oregon tomorrow. The Trojans will look to continue their 10-game winning streak. Winning 10 in a row, 11 would be a USC program record. They are leading the Pac-12 in goals scored, averaging 3.6 a game. The defense has been on point, racking up 5 shutouts.
The Trojans men's basketball team is ranked 3rd in the Pac-12, according to the Pac-12 media poll. UCLA is 1 and Oregon is 2. Head coach Andy Enfield on building off of last year's run to the Elite Eight.
Well, I think an Elite Eight run does a lot for your program, a lot for the school. It gives guys great confidence, and they got a feel for March Madness at the highest level. And so, sure, we were disappointed we didn't go to the Final Four, but I think our players expect to win this year, and they've come with a lot of leadership and a lot of enthusiasm.
USC will lean on junior forward Isaiah Mobley and sophomore transfer Boogie Ellis this season. Both received preseason Pac-12 honors, with Mobley earning first team. Mobley averaged 43% from the arc last year and carried the Trojans to the Elite Eight, scoring 16 points a game in the NCAA tournament. It's the bye week for USC football. They're 3-3 at the midway point. Nicole, it's a good time for some midseason grades. Let's start with the offense.
All right, I'm giving them a B-, and here's why. There's Drake London and everybody else. If it weren't for Drake, the Trojans would be a D-. Drake London has more than double the yards of any receiver in the Pac-12. He alone is responsible for 30% of USC's offense. Their #1 offense is deceiving. Sure, they put up a lot of yards, but they're 10th in the Pac-12 in the red zone. So in other words, they can move between the 20s, but can't score once they get inside the 20. But Carlo, I feel like the real issue is the defense. What would you give them?
The issue is the defense, and I'm giving them a C. The Trojans' defense at times has seemed absent. In each of their losses, they've given up over 40 points. Interim head coach Dante Williams on the lack of tackling.
So a lot of guys think they're doing tackling one-on-one. It shouldn't be a one-on-one. It should be a gang mentality, right? The next thing is some guys are just truly stopping their feet, and we don't want guys to stop their feet.
The Trojans' scoring defense is at the bottom of the conference. Only Cal and Arizona are worse. Those two teams have one win between them. USC has the talent. They have a ton of 4- and 5-star recruits on defense. So Nicole, what's the problem?
See, here's the thing, Carlo. The offense, they're at the top of the Pac-12 ranking right now, but defense is 6th in the Pac-12. So it's tackling is the problem. Like Dante said, I mean, at practice, all defensive players were working on tackling for 10 minutes. So that's the main issue with the Trojan defense right now.
Yeah, and offensively, you got to find somebody else besides number 15 and Drake London. Keontae Ingram had a nice game. He was absent last week. Gary Bryant Jr. has been absent in weeks. We'll see if the Trojans can find a number 2 option.
Need a pick-me-up? Coming up, see how one USC organization is kicking off Mental Health Awareness Month with puppy therapy.
Tus manos limpias estarán. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahora seco. Lávate las manos por 20 segundos como Elmo.
Hay algo especial acerca de este lugar. Se siente como un hogar, una sala debajo del cielo y los árboles. Rodeado de aire fresco y la naturaleza. Todo aquí para que lo disfrutemos y para que lo cuidemos. Tenemos la responsabilidad de cuidar de esta tierra que llamamos casa, de preservarla para las generaciones que vienen. Cada acción pequeña contribuye para un cambio mayor y cada uno de nosotros podemos hacer la diferencia. Hay algo especial acerca de este bosque. Es un lugar donde se hacen recuerdos y juntos podemos preservarla y protegerla.
Three USC student groups are joining forces to raise money for the Summit Scholarship Foundation. The nonprofit works to empower women through outdoor adventures, especially in what are often considered male-dominated spaces. The Summit Foundation is teaming with SC Outfitters, which is USC's oldest outdoor organization. It aims to increase female-led mountaineering trips.
And I learned a lot of amazing things from the women I was climbing with and being guided by on Como Colchon, also known as Mount Baker in the North Cascades in Washington. So we're really excited, and that's what the Summit Scholarship is. And it definitely aligns with SCO's mission of breaking down those barriers to entry for people that have been underrepresented or kind of banned from outdoor spaces.
A member of this organization is USC senior Matt Slade. Slade is selling his sorbets to raise money for this nonprofit.
I just started making it, and then I realized quickly that I don't eat that much ice cream. So I was like, I need to get rid of it somehow. So I started selling it at these kind of fundraisers. I think there's a lot of fundraising nowadays that is just like, oh, like send me some money, I'm putting like a fund together for something, and those are great, but I kind of like providing a service in return, and if it's one that I enjoy doing, like making ice cream, I think that that like partnership is really strong and positive.
Sign up at scoutfitters.org to become a member. If you do, you'll get early access to trips with discounted prices and access to exclusive member-only events.
A pack of puppies visited campus today. It was part of an event by the Academic Cultural Assembly to kick off their Mental Health Awareness Month. I was there, and let me tell you, it was a fantastic time. Students from across campus got to sit in a pen with about a dozen puppies. These guys were cute, they were fluffy, and they were full of energy. This was the first event put on by ACA this semester, and they partnered with the undergraduate student government to make it happen.
Really nice, just like have some like dog attention, you know?
I actually just finished most of my midterms, but I have one more after fall break.
The dogs are very fluffy and soft.
Like I remember being really stressed about like the event beforehand, so seeing it all
play off really well and like end up being a success has been really fun.
If you're looking for a full-time stress buddy, some of the participants were up for adoption. There will be several more workshops and events this semester by ACA. If you want to find out more, you can go to their website. Thanks so much for watching Annenberg TV News tonight. From everyone here at Annenberg Media, I'm Luke Scorziell.
And I'm Anisha Banerjee. For more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night.
Wow.